Hi guys, I'm back doing another reading here. This is going to be in relation to the Divine Masculine and the Karmic Partner and where they're at in that relationship. What the current thoughts are, what the current energies are. I just wanted to take a peek and see what's going on here. Let's go ahead and get started off with prayer, and I will move right into shuffling and we'll get this reading going. Lord, highest creator, divine energy, passion, love, Seer of all, I ask that you bless me with the ability to give a clear reading and be used as a clear channel for a message in relation to my Divine Masculine and the Karmic Partner here, and for the entire Twin Flame Collective and anybody that is experiencing a similar case as mine. Thank you. Amen. Alright, let's see what we got going on, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get us started with some shuffling here. I always do pre-shuffle before these videos, so I don't want anyone to think that like I'm only shuffling just a couple of times here. Like I typically shuffle anywhere between 7 to 10 times prior to getting started. So this is just more or less showing you that I am actually still shuffling on camera. This way you know I'm not just picking out cards. Alright, let's get started here. So this is going to be for the time frame of the new moon, January 16th, all the way till the full moon in January 31st here. I really want to focus on this energy because this is going to show what we've been taking the time to manifest and kind of the overall outcome up to that point here of the full moon, where we can see it all kind of reflect back, bounce back to us. We should be seeing a pretty big release here for this new moon. I feel like a lot of people have been putting in a lot of thought, motivation, moving past old thinking habits, things like that. Okay, so the ending energy here, our overall energy for the reading is going to be the Five of Cups. Let's see what we got going on here. The Devil, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So what I'm saying so far is that we have the Devil energy. This could absolutely represent the karmic here. We'll know more when we have more cards show up. We have the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that comes in with a passionate message, something in love, or just emotionally related. Just it could go either way, but it is ultimately just an emotional messenger here. This is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands always, to me, represents the divine feminine. She has that fiery energy, and we're looking at the reading, so why wouldn't it be us? This is the Knight of Swords. So this is a really quick energy that comes through, some sort of breakthrough. Oftentimes it can be pretty chaotic and messy. Things get said and taken action without necessarily always thinking about it. It can be really abrasive. This right here is the Strength card. This represents control, courage, and strength. So let's get some clarifier cards on these so we can get a more clear picture. So in relation to the Devil card, let's see what comes up here. And in previous videos, guys, this is all I'm doing off screen. I do it in my lap so I can collect the cards, because sometimes they go flying and I don't want to step on them. I don't want to bend my cards. I don't want to ruin them. So that's all that's going on off screen. Alright, so this is a pretty clear message to me. This is the Devil energy here. The Devil energy is coming to an end. So whether this be a karmic partner or a karmic energy, something in relation to the family, this cycle is getting closed up. It's time for that to happen, and it is. It's just going to happen here over the next coming weeks. This cycle has played its course. It's been there for quite some time now, and it's just the karmic cycle has played its course and come to its end. And this is somebody leaving that situation. It no longer serves them in their best interest. They know that this is part of the next part of their life, the next phase of their life. They have to move on and take that risk. It's a rite of passage to go to that next situation, that next series in their life. This just no longer is fulfilling them. Turbulent waters over here. Somebody's moving on. There is some remorse and regret typically in relation to the Six of Swords. As somebody kind of looks back at their past and is maybe a little bit sad about how things played out, or however that goes. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest, obviously. Don't try and make anything fit. If this reading's not for you, this reading's not for you. This is the Seven of Wands. This is somebody that's been in fierce competition, constant battle, a lot of angst, anxiety kind of related energies with this card here. This could easily signify competition between you and the karmic partner, and maybe the karmic partner kind of getting fed up with it, or competition. It really competition anywhere. Maybe this is your divine masculine feeling like they're in competition with someone from your karmic life. Maybe your karmic hat is balancing people as well. Who knows? It could just even be like a matter of the amount of time being spent together, and they're not feeling like they're a priority in somebody's life. It's that kind of energy. So this is the emotional message. This is the Knight of Cups here. I'm going to try, guys, and keep my hands up here for you as much as possible. So, wow, that's a lot of cards. So you can see what's going on. But if it comes to the point where it's just my cards are going all over the place, I'm probably going to go back to having it in my lap. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, followed with the Nine of Pentacles, with the choice of the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that some sort of message of somebody watching something grow, and something's been growing and being tended to here. And this is somebody basically like watering their crops and watching them grow, and the abundance here in that home life is what the Nine of Pentacles is. This is the progression to the Seven of Pentacles, obviously, and this is more about stuff being ready to pick, ready to go. The harvest has come in. This is talking about a choice here that has to be made. This to me signifies that maybe your divine masculine and karmic partner here, they may have been trying to grow something business-wise. They may have been trying to invest together, or buy something together, or work on a business situation together, something like that. And some sort of choice has to be made here. And whatever this choice that has to be made is probably along the lines of, should we continue doing this? Ultimately, the obvious choice is here that it doesn't pan out. It doesn't make sense for whoever this to continue, because someone gets left out in the cold here on this adventure. This journey of and progression, and that's what the emotional message is going to pertain to. So the emotional message is going to be something along the lines of, hey, if you want to go down this path, it needs to look like this, and somebody else saying, no, I can't do that, and them getting left out in the cold because of it. Whatever this business partnership or growth in the family situation or whatever happens, it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. It's very apparent when you're looking at over here in this energy that something ends, it's not fulfilling, and they're tired of competition. So moving right into the Divine Feminine here. Let's see what we got going on with the Divine Feminine. Sorry guys, habit. I'm feeling that card. Alright. And that one and that one. Okay. So the Divine Feminine is still kind of stuck in this energy here, or at least is being perceived in this energy here, being kind of crying over spilled milk, mainly probably in relation to this third party, is how it's being perceived. Whether or not she's actually feeling that way is, going to be dependent on your guys' situation, obviously. But this is they're thinking that the Divine Feminine is still upset about this third party situation, spilt milk, whatever. This brings in the Queen of Swords energy here. So the Divine Feminine is very much in a state where she's taking control of the situation. This to me maybe says that there's been some sort of argument, or kind of the Divine Feminine maybe standing her ground, which is why they might have this energy. Maybe she finally has stepped into a role of saying enough is enough about this third party situation. I'm walking away. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up here, because we have this this Five of Cups, this Five of Cups, both in the relation showing up here. So this to me says that the Divine Feminine has stood up for herself in this situation and has probably left it. Or has at least threatened to leave it, or whatever the case might be. Maybe the Divine Feminine's just taken a back seat and is no longer participating in said situation. Ultimately, though, this is how I believe the Divine Masculine is viewing you, and they're starting to see this picture here of the Divine Feminine standing up for themselves, and in whatever reason or whatever case that is played out, this has triggered something in the Divine Masculine, where he's realizing that the home life and abundance that he wants, this happiness, and this family security, is with the Divine Feminine. It's not going to be over here within this karmic situation. So this is a good card to see here for us. So what happens is that you have the Knight of Swords come in here. The Knight of Swords, we're going to have some more information with it, but it's that very cutting kind of energy and feeling. I don't know why, but all those felt like right. So we're going to have 4 cards here. So what it's saying is that something quickly is coming in here. A big and fast sudden change, some sort of major breakthrough, like a cutting conversation, or like a very honest conversation. It could ultimately be something in regards to the entire situation of whatever this maybe argument was, or whatever this situation under this, whatever played out, where the Divine Feminine maybe stood up to the situation, and no longer is playing its part in it. They're going to come in with some honesty. So maybe, who knows, maybe they're going to, say, I love you, but this, or, this was very dramatic. Who knows? However it fits to your situation. They're gonna come in and they're gonna basically be really honest, overly honest, probably, and give you all of the truth. I don't know. This doesn't necessarily mean that there's not gonna be like I love yous and the emotional stuff to it. It just means that there's also probably going to be the other side of the conversation of like, hey, if you want this, it can't be like this. So what happens here is that the Six of Pentacles comes in, and this is really, I think, a lot of what the Divine Feminine has been hoping for, which is some equality, some balance here to the entire situation. I feel like the Divine Feminine might have been feeling like she wasn't getting the right amount of attention, time, energy, effort put into the situation. And with that, this is saying that ultimately, because of this conversation, this whatever comes in here, this balances out. There's some honesty that comes through on both sides, is really what I'm feeling. And it allows the divine feminine to really be emotional about the situation, and say, hey, this is what I want, and ultimately the balance comes in because of it. With the balance, this then in turn opens up to the Lover's card. The Lover's card obviously is them figuring out how to come together. The divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is very much, you know, what they want. They're trying to figure out how to get there, and it's through this balance of time, energy, effort, maybe passion, commitment, something like that. Those messages just kind of came forward right there. Comes through, and it allows this union of the lovers. With that coming through here, you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about somebody moving forward. The planning phase is over. They're no longer planning out their actions on how to get there. It's more or less okay, now I'm going to start putting one foot in front of the other. Let's get there, because this is what I want. This is what I want. I'm done with this. This is not in my best interest. This is. I want this. And now I have a plan, and I'm going to start taking action in this plan. So this could even be like a conversation that leads into some planning that then ultimately, to me, it doesn't sound like there's going to be a lot of planning. It's like maybe a very brief overview of the plan, but I feel like a lot of people probably already planned this out to a certain extent. I think the divine masculines probably put a lot of thought into it. The divine feminines probably put a lot of thought into it. And I don't know that there's a lot left that needs planning before they can act on it. So this is an action card. This is them moving forward with whatever plans, whatever this conversation entails. This is basically like, all right, it's go time. So this is strength and courage, control of the situation. Let's see here what comes out with that. I'm feeling this one too. All right. All right. So because of this conversation right here, this kind of charging into the situation and taking control of it and showing the strength and the courage and dedication, because I feel like a lot of people right now are in a state where if their divine masculine came to them with the right conversation, you know, as our role of divine feminine, we do need to, kind of surrender to the divine plan, and that ultimately does mean letting the divine masculine win, as long as it's for the right reasons. So when I'm saying that, what I'm getting across is that when they can show you that they have this balance in mind, that they acknowledge it, that this is moving forward, and this conversation happens, what it does is it brings in this union energy, this Two of Cups. You two come together from it, obviously. I mean, it's just kind of a reiterated message, to be totally honest. It's just kind of going a little bit more in depth, because this is just that same Knight of Swords energy leading into the Lovers. Knight of Swords energy leading into the Two of Cups. And to me, typically the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to something. And this to me says that maybe even though it has looked like the divine masculine has let go in the past, and maybe it's looked like the divine feminine has let go in the past, neither one of them has at all, really, like realistically. You're still here watching these videos, so you haven't let go, whoever you are. And that's what this is representing right here. Divine masculine, divine feminine, whoever. This is them holding on to this union. This is them holding on to the idea and the hope overall. So let's get an overall ending message. Can we get a overall ending message in relation to this spread? What can we expect to see? So, to me, this is the Five of Swords here. I'm gonna hold these up so you guys can see them. So this is the Five of Swords, and this is the Four of Cups here. So this Four of Cups to me really kind of comes along the lines of this Knight of Cups back here. This message coming in, and they're not satisfied with this message. They just, whatever maybe ultimatum is brought in or whatever here, it's not what they want. They know it. They're not satisfied. They're still looking at this Three Cups here, and this always has been kind of a message to me, especially when I'm talking about karmic partners or three-way situations, that basically someone has come forth and offered some cup of love here, but this person just can't get past the three-way situation that's occurred. And this is a new point of view to the entire situation. This is win-lose, battle, conflict, crisis, and a new perspective. So because of everything that's gone on with the three-way situation here and this conflict, this is the realization that someone has to win, someone has to lose. I mean, really, it can be all lose-lose. And I feel like a lot of this situation has been very lose-lose for everyone involved. I mean, three-way situations, that's how they're going to play out most of the time, right? Typically, it's all losers. So that's the overall ending message here. End of deck message for everything is going to be the Queen of Wands, which is obviously the Divine Feminine. So to me, this comes across as the choice being made here to end all this, because they know that they want this 10 Pentacles, they want this Lovers, they want the Two of Cups, they want it with the Divine Feminine. You know, they just do. They want the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine shows up. This is not fulfilling for them. It's just not overall a life direction that they want. Let's pull a card here. All right. Overall ending message, guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that. Abundance. What is that? Abundance from within. So this is talking to obviously whoever's getting this message right now, and it's telling you that while you're not feeling fulfilled or whatever, because this lady's kind of like deep in contemplation and thoughts about her actions, that you're gonna find everything that you're looking for internally. You already have all the answers. You already know the direction you want to go in your life. And this is just saying, you know, go within if you're lost, if you're confused, if you aren't sure what to do. All the answers are going to be within you. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Obviously, really trying to get this channel up. I will have multiple videos out and try and cover multiple angles from this, so you guys are getting some fresh information. A lot of it's probably going to be redundant. A lot of it's probably going to be stuff that you already know about your situation. Just stay put. This is exactly what we're hoping for. We want to be in the know. We want to know that we're going to end up with our divine masculine. Not be believing or thinking, but know it. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to close out this video. Thank you for watching.